I want you to tip because it'll be bad for you financially, and it'll ultimately prop up a bad system. And I just want people to like us.
Why is this iPad asking me for a tip? I bagged it, I scanned it, I provided the banana. American tipping culture almost makes you want to move overseas where they just kiss you on the mouth instead of tipping. And hey, once you get there, our sponsor Saley has your back. Saley is the eSIM app that gives you instant, reliable data in over 200 countries without the roaming guilt trip. No physical SIM cards and no roaming fees that feel like tips for using your own phone. You just download the app once, choose a plan, and boom, it activates when you land. Plus, it blocks ads, protects your privacy, and can cut your data use by up to 28%, which is great because I'd rather spend the extra data online bullying baristas about their latte art. So if you're traveling to escape tipping, escape the roaming fees while you're at it with Saley. Get 15% off your plan. Get an exclusive 15% off discount on Saley data plans when you use code HONESTADS at checkout. Download the Saley app or go to saley.com/honestads. Bye.
Hey, welcome to Rogers Roast & Co. What can I get started for you?
Mocha Frappuccino, please.
What kind of milk? We have oat, soy, coconut, almond.
Do you have goat?
No.
Okay, then I'll have oat. Just take the G off.
Funny. While I get that caffeinated milkshake started for you, if you could just answer these prompts. Thanks.
What's the matter, champ? Illiteracy got you down?
No, I can read the screen. It's just, I don't remember it being this high.
Tell me about it. 75% of Americans now say tipping is expected more and at higher rates than it was just 5 years ago. Inflation continues to skyrocket, and you minimum wage bozos all got to help each other out.
Yeah, why is that? I mean, I want to support people, but other countries do not have this culture.
Well, as always, we have our friends in Congress to blame. See, in the 1960s, they passed the tipping credit, which allowed businesses to pay their employees less than minimum wage, so long as they received tips from customers. That way, wealthy business owners could pay their employees less than dirt and rely on fellow working-class citizens to support each other. Think of it as trickle-down economics with no trickle-down and a lot of poverty.
That is an evil system. Just making the lower class pass around the same $5 for the rest of time. We gotta stop this.
Who are you talking to?
You?
Okay, well, here's your drink, and whenever you're ready, you can turn that around and I'll stare at you until you get really uncomfortable.
Oh, this is horrible. And it's so warm. I am not tipping you.
So then just the standard 10%? Oh, yeah. Tip them when they serve you a big cup of piss.
Is this piss?
It's oat.
You served me pee-pee, and you still want an extra 10%?
If I stare at people long enough, most people just do it.
See? Tipping culture has evolved. You're throwing a few extra bucks to the septum-pierced barista trying to pay their way through art school. As you toil in an era of mandatory tipping, ever heard of them service fees?
Yeah, isn't that when a restaurant adds a tip to the bill without telling you?
Basically, while you think you're tipping 20%, you might end up being tipping 40% if you don't pay attention, dummy. I'd start learning how to read, or else that might just come back to bite you in the ass.
Hey, why do you keep saying I can't read?
I don't know, you kind of have resting illiterate face.
How am I supposed to pay for things like moving expenses and travel and concerts when I have to fucking tip all the time?
Oh well, in the era of service fees, you'd better budget a little extra for those as well. But don't worry, only a portion of them fees actually go to the workers themselves.
Call me crazy.
Crazy.
But I don't think that I should have to pay to tip a company that could definitely pay a living wage to its workers. Hi, hypothetically, if I were to, say, not tip you, would that hypothetically make me a bad person?
I think you'd have to ask your hypothetical conscience.
Tip, 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 tip,
Tip.
Hey, aren't you supposed to say different things?
I want you to tip because it'll be bad for you financially, and it'll ultimately prop up a bad system.
And I just want people to like us.
If we're propping up a bad system and the only reason we are tipping is to avoid negative social consequences, then I'm definitely not going to tip, especially if I'm getting bad service and there's pee in the cup.
It's giving poor.
I am not poor.
It's okay if you're poor.
I'm not poor.
Well, if you're not poor, then tip.
You're not going to neg me into tipping, okay?
Poor.
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 Fine, I'll tip, okay? 15%, all right?
Thanks. Bye.
We've been Roger.